The founding member of Scotland Yard's most secretive undercover squad, has written a new book which investigates 10 of the country's best-known unsolved murders, written by ex-Met detective Peter Bleksley. On the Run shines a light on what he says are glaring errors made by investigators and forensic teams. I'm really pleased to say Peter joins us this evening. Welcome to the programme.
Thank you.
Peter, in your many decades as a serving officer, you had a spotless record of solving murders. Dealing with the darker side of human nature for so many decades must take its toll on you, though.
Well, yes, it does. Investigating murders is not an easy thing to do. And of course, I did other things in my career that were very challenging, like working undercover and all that kind of stuff. And make a very long story short, that had a significant impact on me and actually shortened my police career. So after I'd left the cops, I thought, what am I going to do? My autobiography was published, that did okay. It kind of propelled me into some sort of media work. And I decided that I wanted to look at unsolved murders because I'd never worked on an unsolved murder. And back in the day, when I was investigating those crimes, in the 80s, we would have maybe some fingerprint evidence if we were very lucky, but we didn't have the forensics that modern day detectives have got, DNA, CCTV, mobile phone technology. None of that existed in my day. And yet, the unsolved murder rate had remained about the same. So I was very keen to explore why, so I went off and researched these unsolved cases.
So this is almost not just about the cases themselves, but the investigation work that's happening behind the scenes. Why did you decide to take that route?
Well, it's also very much about the victims as well. And I think that sometimes we tend to lose sight of that. Each and every one of these cases is a tragedy. It's left families and friends and loved ones with a significant loss. And I really felt for those people, and I met many of them during the course of my research. And I really wanted to try and maybe just inch the cases forward if I could. And in one case, I actually got the identity of somebody who I strongly suspected was the man that put the fatal bullets into the victim's head, and I managed to confront him in a pub car park.
What happened there?
I put the allegation to him and he laughed at me. But if you read the book, something extremely interesting happened to that man not very long afterwards.
You do a good job of getting our interest piqued. What do the families that you spoke to in the process of this have to say? What do they think about you doing this? Because it must be very difficult for many of them.
Yes, as with the police, the sort of reactions I got from families and the cops tended to vary. Some of them were only too happy to sit down with me, pour their hearts out, tell their very tragic tales, and look at me hoping that I might be able to do something for them. So I tried. I tried my very best, and I am still trying. Some of the cases in the book, I've recently got names for people that may be the suspects. So this book is by no means a finished article. I've still got more work to do, and I will still carry on doing my research, doing my writing, until hopefully those responsible for these crimes are where they belong, behind bars.
Peter, on that note, great to have you in the studio today. Thanks for joining us.